but suffering, nothing but pain. Every moment there's some discomfort, there's some disturbance, some anxieties, some suffering going on. That's the mind and body. So why don't we just let it go? Well, because we think we don't have anything else. We've been so conditioned, we've become so ignorant, we don't even understand that we're a spirit soul, and the proof of that is the fact that we are conscious. So our consciousness is a spiritual experience which is going on at every moment. And all we have to do is tune into that, and that's the first stage of self-realization. Brahma Bhuta. I keep telling you this. I keep telling. Somebody one of these days is going to get it, and they're going to start dancing, and then we'll see. Only the most fortunate people. Okay. The affection and the dealings of love that are different branches of the original tree of love precede many varieties of affectionate manifestations that will not be discussed here. Oh, darn. Well, they'll be discussed later on. These different manifestations have been described by Sanatana Goswami in his Bhagavatamrita. That's where they're described. Actually, it's true. Yeah, all these different things are described in Bhagavatamrita. But this is for very advanced students of the esoteric teaching. Without reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and Caitanya-caritāmṛta, there's no way you can understand Bhagavatamrita. Without the knowledge of the rasa science given in Nectar of Devotion, you can't understand Bhagavatamrita. It'll just seem like another nice story, but you won't really be able to get the full benefit from it. So all these things come first, and then you can read the literatures of the Goswamis and get something out of it. Otherwise, you misunderstand. Although the subject of such affections and dealings of love is very confidential, Sanatana Goswami has described them very explicitly. Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmī thus concludes the first division of the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, offering up his treatise for the transcendental pleasure of Sanatana Goswami, who has established the transcendental beauty, and of Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami. It appears from this statement that the great Srila Jiva Goswami was not yet active when Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu was written. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta summary study of the first division of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu up to the descriptions of ecstatic love of Godhead, which are to follow next. So, is anybody dizzy? Yeah. We're high up there. High. Yeah. Nectar of Devotion is very high. It's very, very high because the only subject really in Nectar of Devotion is transcendental love. And transcendental love is very high. It's very pure. But this is the normal condition of the soul. Try to understand. Right now we're in an abnormal condition. We're in a diseased condition. We're in a fallen condition, a contaminated condition. Insane, actually. That's material life. But our real normal condition is spiritual life. And in spiritual life we have an eternal identity, a spiritual body, and an eternal service relationship with the Lord. So now, how do we go from material consciousness and material life to spiritual life, spiritual consciousness, spiritual identity? Well, the beginning of that path is already given and summarized by Rupa Goswami in the Adau Shraddha shloka. So we've discussed this many times. Adau Shraddha sadhu sango. Tata bhajana kriya. So first you have a little bit of faith. We don't ask for total faith. Many religious groups ask you for total faith. You have to believe everything. Believe now, follow now, and then maybe later on you'll get the result. But no, we say you just believe a little bit, enough to do the process, and you'll get the result immediately. This is also in the Nectar of Devotion. That as soon as you become even a little bit advanced, you will directly perceive that the miseries of material life vanish, or at least they greatly diminish. Anyone can experience this. Just chant this mantra, just chant this name of God. Or even just hear in the beginning. If you can't chant, just hear. We had a great kīrtan tonight, you know, really powerful kīrtan, cuts right through the Maya, you know. Just hear that, and you will begin to clear away the trash, the contamination of many, many lifetimes of material life. That's the process. So once you learn how to do it, you can continue it on your own. But of course, the regular association with Vaishnavas, with pure souls, really, really helps. So come to our evening darshan regularly. We'll keep this up. This is a really nice program. I'm very happy at the results. So let's then ask if there are any questions, any discussion, especially from people on the internet.
There was one question before about the Vedas. Hare Krishna. Okay. So the question from, what's his name? Amit. Ved Vyas wrote the Vedas, but I am confused about his involvement in the end of the Mahabharata war. Did he live for quite a long time, Babaji?
Oh, he's still alive. Vyasadeva was still alive. He's still alive today. He was alive when Madhvacharya got initiated by him. Madhva had been a disciple of a Mayavadi spiritual master, and then he defeated his own spiritual master. And when he did, then he took initiation from Vyasadeva directly. So how can you do that? Well, by hearing. Shrutva, through hearing. Vyasadeva, because he is an empowered representative of Krishna, Shaktaveshavatar, specifically with the power to write the Vedas. He has all mystic powers. He went to the heavenly planets to dictate Mahabharata, which was written down by Ganesh. And Mahabharata was in the heavenly planets is like 10 times as long as it is on this planet. So just imagine, I mean, what mystic powers Vyasadeva has. Just the fact that he was able to write all that, all those Vedic literatures. I mean, my God, there are hundreds of them. They're huge, too. They're very long. And yet, they're all in a consistent style and a perfect Sanskrit composition. So how is that possible for an ordinary human being? So do you think that that Vyasadeva is going to be limited by ordinary human standards? No. No, Vyasadeva is beyond that. The fact that he could write all those Vedic literatures proves it. So Vyasadeva is still there, just like Śrīla Prabhupada is still there. Śrīla Prabhupada is available through his instructions. You see? This is why we emphasize service to the instructions of the spiritual master, the Vani, over service to the physical form of the spiritual master, vapuhu. See, vapuhu is the body, but the body won't be here forever. The body is manifest and then it's unmanifest. But the instructions are eternal because they're the same as the instructions in the Vedas. So if we take shelter of our spiritual master's instructions, then we always have his association, whether or not he's in physical bodily form. Or whether we are, even if he is, if we're physically separated from him. I was only around Śrīla Prabhupada maybe a year of my whole devotional career. I joined ISKCON in 1971. So from 1971 to 1977, that's 6 years.